civil servants' wages into ability to build crucial capacity. We're looking here at January 25, 2011, and we look at the adult population by income group 2010 in South Africa, with the group that earns from 0 to 50,000 a year is 24,060,000. People earning from 50,000 to 100,000 a year is 3.2 million. People that earns from 100,000 to 300,000 a year is 3.4 million. People that earn from 300,000 to 500,000 a year is 789,000. People that earn from 500,000 to 750,000 a year is 304,000. And people earning more than 750,000 rand a year is 217,570. Now, they're talking here about the fact that the tax base in South Africa is less than 6 million people that must pay for the expenses of the government, and obviously for the running of the country, which then put pressure on your infrastructure. But not only that, but due to the increases in salaries, and the tax bill, the salary bill for civil servants has increased in this coming budget by 6.2 billion rand. There are less money available for anything else, because obviously the government must now buy their base that protect their power. And it makes it impossible for them to provide decent jobs in the country, or to come up with any form of economic growth, or even create labor that will feed the people, because the few must be virtually bought to keep the system going. The system that is essentially one that protects the few that's in the top positions and good income, and then the ones that protect them just below them, which is all your civil servants and your administration people and your professionals in the country. So your small tax group are the ones that virtually buy their exclusivity through paying tax and keeping the rest of the country in poverty completely. And imagine that in South Africa, for instance, there will be a rise from social welfare payments that currently is being paid to 14 million of the 24 million people. Okay, that's rising to 18 million by the year 2013. Obviously, equal money will solve this all and will remove those in power which have acted purely to protect their pocket, which is shown. I mean, the charter, the Freedom Charter of the African National Congress went nowhere. It was nothing more than window dressing. It never amounted to anything in helping anyone in this country except those that were within the struggle of the ANC. They benefited and their families benefited. It is no different to the old white regime. They did exactly the same. They are still doing exactly the same. All that changed is from white faces it became black faces. It is thus for those that in the time of apartheid was part of the so-called activism groups that want to change in South Africa. I wonder where you are now. You're not seen anywhere. So, who funded you? Why? Then we have to go further back and have a look, because what is happening to South African resources and the primary companies in South Africa in terms of that belongs to government, all these things are being milked. And then you go to corruption, when we haven't even included in these figures or in this situation the amount of money lost to corruption. And then you now add to this, currently the weather conditions has increased, current floods going on has already had losses in the country of nearly 800 million, and government is already forced to do something they haven't done before. I mean, this has never happened in a white regime. The black regime now has said they will not be supporting the farmers that had crop damages now with the floods. And I mean, we are only a few months into 2011. How much damage is coming this year? Lots more to come. So, simply put, there will be less money to spend on building infrastructure because a large part of the revenue is being paid to civil servants. The problem can be resolved very easily. Obviously, it will take time through an equal money system, but because the education system has become so atrocious all around the world, it's going to take many years of training so that people can, again, restore some dignity and, again, embrace their humanity. Currently, there is a major problem. People have lost all faith in everything. So investigate Desteni, Equal Money, Equal Life Party. As we've indicated, solutions in the world will take at the very least between 10 and 20 years. Many years of education. Get involved now. Train yourself. Get to understand what it is we're saying so that you're not fooled by the entertainment that is provided all the time through television and the way education is structured to make you just another job hunter eventually that can't find a job. And in essence, ending up, in many cases, many of these people end up as so-called criminals because they have to steal to live. That is not criminal. When you have to steal to live, you're not a criminal. You're resourceful. So, investigate Desteni.